Good evening, fellow citizens. I come to you all today in the hopes of encouraging you to participate in your civil duty during this year's election. You are the most crucial part in maintaining and protecting our country from the dangers that these potential elects pose to our democratic republic. When determining who will lead us for the next 4 years, we must take into consideration the different peoples of our country and how they will be represented in the policies and laws made by the next chosen president. Therefore, the one to lead us mustn't be biased, quick to judge, or ill-mannered. Unfortunately, Debs is all of these things and more. This candidate is clearly biased towards our black and brown peoples and constantly makes his opinion on how humorous black dialects are public. This sense of unprofessionalism might be due to his lack of education compared to the rest of the candidates. He believes that feeding the corporate man's greed is more important than the freedom of peoples such as black and brown communities. He says that economic freedom is more important than the question of Negro freedom. Not only is he clearly prejudiced against communities of color, but he has also dismissed and insulted Italians, Jews, Chinese, and any sort of immigrant. His superiority complex would get in the way of making the best decisions for our country as a whole. Many love Roosevelt, yes, but is Roosevelt the best decision for presidency? No. He is not of the mental capacity to lead our country. He has lost both his mother and wife, and has no one left but his own daughter. Roosevelt said that after he finished his term, he would take a break from politics, but he came back into it. This shows us his tendency to act and say things impulsively, and how his word cannot be trusted. We should leave him to mourn. Furthermore, he was born in a very wealthy family, so he will definitely not keep the interests of the working class on his mind when making decisions for the country. Roosevelt is a habit, and the country needs someone new and more progressive. The candidate Taft may have some great ideas, but the majority of which come from his wife. He is incapable of making decisions. Taft is more focused on profit and entertainment rather than the pressing needs of the country. As president, he would only focus on his gain and his gain only, and how he can profit from monopoly, rather than fix the system in order for all of the people in the country to prosper as a collective. The decisions that he made throughout history have been done for personal gain. For example, the second time he ran for office, it was basically for petty disputes. Although there is no such thing as a perfect candidate, Wilson offers all of you more than what the rest of the candidates can offer you by a landslide. Candidate Wilson stands for the working class and the progressive policies that he pushes for. He is calling for tariff reductions, new and stronger antitrust laws, and a federal income tax. What this means to you all is that Wilson hopes to improve the economy, starting with the working class through protections against the corporate man. Furthermore, Wilson is globally conscious. He wants to bring an end to the tyranny in the Philippines and give the country its own independence. All this man does is because of his grand care that he has for humanity. These sort of qualities are all the types of qualities that our country desperately needs in its leadership: economy-oriented, progressive, and compassionate. The working class for Wilson.